All right, gang, good morning. And it is a good morning. So, Mr. Sandman brought me some more cash, and that's good. That's the way we want to wake up. I woke up to another $22,000. So, that was a good one. It's a good way to close out 5 perfect trades. So, for a grand total, get ready for this, for a grand total of $58,000 in less than 12 hours. Not too shabby. So for those of you that missed last night, I was definitely putting on a clinic. That was had a good time last night. That's the way, happy days are here again. That's the way things used to be. That's the way things are going to start getting again here as this market continues to kind of go bullish. We're going to get into some icky times here pretty soon, but I've got this new tool called the multimac, which I'm going to be adding into Platinum Pro, and I'm going to do a kind of a light version for gold and for platinum. And it's an essential tool for you guys that want to pick market entry, and you're going to see me use that an awful lot more. And the multimac looks like this. You guys have seen that. That's this tool right here. And so for market timing, there's nothing better than this. That's as good as it gets. I've been using it for quite a while. It's just the first time I've ever introduced it publicly, and it works really well. So that's how I'm able to do this. And so when I do these trades, 58,000 in 12 hours, it's actually one of the larger trades I've ever done because I am working with, $750,000, so it's pretty easy to make money when you get that kind of at scale. But anyone could do this. If you're bringing a respectable amount of money, anyone can make good money last night. And there were people that were copying my trades that were coming in and out with me. And so a lot of you guys are probably waking up to see you almost got your lower target a little bit. Looking at this here, so I spooked the market all the way back down here on the trade, and so it pumped up last night and it pulled back. It's just liquidating right now. We're still looking really good here. This softened up last night. This was going a little deep and a little dark red, and she's lightening up, and so I'm kind of looking at the multimac and I'm kind of reading the tea leaves here, and it looks to me like basically this afternoon things will start to sharpen up a little bit. So about another 4 or 5 hours or so in the afternoon. It's 10 a.m. right now, so nothing ever happens all that much. I did make a prediction last night, and again, I was right on this. I said that the Americans are going to wake up not realizing what the hell that I did to Pepe, and they're going to come in and they're going to bring some money. And sure enough, they did. And they brought enough money, and they left me with $22,000 profit to close out trade number 5. So thank you very much for all those people that weren't aware of what I did last night, that were watching the Pepe market, because the Chinese were not happy with me. So that was pretty awesome. So we're going to do this again, probably. I'm going to go into trade number 6 here because the upshot of this, I want to show you this here as long as I'm rolling on this subject. Let's close this out here real quick. So I'm just playing some little what ifs. So we still got this cluster here. And for those of you, let me just show you a couple of quick observations I noted this morning here. I think we can go ahead and clean some of the trash up here. Let's get that out of here. I'll do a little housekeeping while I'm on here. Don't think we need to have those on here, so I think the worst of it's behind us. So the bottom of the Keltner is rising. So first of all, we're not flaring. We're not opening on the bottom and opening on the top. We are flaring. We are rising. If you go all the way out, you scooch all the way out, you'll see we're actually arcing up. We're kind of planing out a little bit, but you can see that we're basically pointing up, and that's good. So here's pretty much the entire conversation. I did want to kind of show you that this was kind of a ghosted shadow thing. It was a copy. I was just kind of doing a what if, and I'll get to that thing, which is rather impressive here in just a second. But I don't have any doubt in my mind here. If we continue to go bullish, let's take a look at Bitcoin here. I'm sorry, how morning downloads are. Let's take a look at Bitcoin real quick before I open my mouth and say anything I might regret. So Bitcoin last night hit a new all-time high. Yeah, okay. So this is good for us. We hit an all-time high and we pulled back, so we pinged on the 75%, and we're pulling back here a little bit. We're back at 101. We're re-racking. We're still looking good on this right here. We're still rising. We haven't even gotten to the green. So Bitcoin's going to roar again. Right now it's passing a little of the cash to the alts, and we're going to take advantage of that for trade number 6 here pretty soon. And when we do that, let me get on to that here. We're probably going to be up here into this cluster of calls. Now, ultimately, when Bitcoin runs and does its touch off here, in these upper parts, I have no doubt that we're probably going to be up here hitting this. So you guys that got these lower calls, go ahead and collect that money, and we can re-rack, because this thing, you know how volatile it is. You guys that were with me last night, sat and watched how this thing can pitch and dive. You can get this call. You're not done. You can go ahead and claim the call, put the cash in your pocket, let the pullback, use the multimac, and go ahead and re-rack. You can grab this one, and this one, all in 3 trades. All of you, anyone that's working with over 5,000 bucks can do 3 trades back to back to back on this easily, probably even 4, maybe even 5. You don't have to worry about spooking the market in your dollar figure. I'm just coming in with so much money that it's freaking people out. So if you guys are working with 25, 30, I know Gaines has got a pretty good amount of money. If you guys are working with 25, $30,000, you're not even gonna, no one's even gonna notice you're in here doing this at this point. You're just gonna be mixed in with the rest of the crowd. So you can do this 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times a day with that kind of money if you want to, using the multimac. All right, so anyway, we'll get on to that here. So I took a quick look at XRP, kind of blipped green again a little bit, but basically it ain't looking good, and that's what we like. It's looking good for us because we want it to go down. So not looking like any kind of turnaround candidate's likely to happen, so the best is behind that. So that's what we want. We want frog up and XRP down. So as long as this continues to rise here, things are going to be good. Now, I want to show you the pie in the sky chart here, just because I just have to do this. This is a very tall order. I'm not suggesting or recommending that this is going to happen, but I played a little what if. So when I re-enter, I'm very close to my re-entry, and kind of getting back to this. Boy, oh boy, did I nail this white line here. We have revisited this. No shortage of times. Woke up this morning, we got above this and we pulled back and tapped this. When I woke up this morning, we were sitting on this again. We just keep coming back to this white line. So if I get one more pullback on it here, let me show you kind of, that's a pretty nasty, just up and down wick. I mean, I was really just tearing this market to shreds. Look at that. So if it pulls back to this white line again or somewhere close to that, I'm going to buy in again. Now let me show you this, because this is kind of a fun what if. I'm not necessarily banking on this, but what I did was you guys know how this works. I used the ghost tool to kind of basically copy this formation right here and then stack it again to see what if we leveled up, because Pepe has done this before. It's racked up, effectively this became this. I thought, well, if we did it a third time, that would put it up here, and that's what you're seeing here is just kind of the ghost of that. Now, if for example, I had already told you that I'm kind of losing faith that Pepe's going to have any legs on it after we get past the whole MAGA movement, whatever. I mean, it's doing fantastic right now. After Trump takes office, I just don't know what validity this coin would have, but, we'll ride the ride meanwhile. But if I could bother to keep my cash in here, I probably won't. If I could bother to keep my cash in here, enter at that white line. Check this out. That's the take on the profit. That would be a $4.532 million trade just from re-entering for the 6th time, on top of the $58,000 that I've already just banked this morning. Absolutely ludicrous. So love me some shitcoin prices. This illustrates everything beautifully of what I've said. It's easier to make 2 pennies from 1 penny than it is to make 200,000 from 100,000. If I didn't demonstrate that last night, if you didn't get that concept visually demonstrated last night, then check your pulse. You're not paying attention, because you could never do what I did last night with Bitcoin. You could never do it with a Bitcoin Cash or anything priced $100, $200, $300. You've got to have those small high volatility coins with good liquidity. There's few and far between, but it's kind of my estimation or my guess that they keep these coins around because I'm not the only one doing this. It's a good revenue generator for people that know how to trade this, and so they got to have that low price point, high liquidity, high volume type of thing, and they can just go. It's just like a cash machine. You guys watch me do this every 15 minutes or so, every 15 to 18 minutes. Boom, 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 just yanking out cash. So anyway, we've got more trades to go here. I might do another live stream tonight. We'll have to kind of check the wind and see what's going on. But for now, I'm getting ready to enter for the 6th time. Those of you that are already in waiting, we're just basically waiting for, quite possibly by this afternoon, we'll probably be looking at hitting that first lower target. So once that first lower target gets achieved, everybody just chime into the chat there in gold. We'll keep the conversation going in gold. Chime in gold and let me know that you've achieved that, and then we'll just kind of group figure out where we want to go from there. Okay?